OCR Business GCSE by Lily. Today we're going to be looking at marketing and all the key points you're going to need for the business GCSE. Understanding customers. You need your customers to buy your products or services, and the marketing team are responsible for this. The more you understand your customer, the more likely you'll make products that they want to buy. Things that customers generally look for are price, being how cheap or expensive something is, quality, being how durable it is and how long it will last. How many times do they have to keep replacing this product? Convenience. Maybe it's close to their house or on the way to a different journey. Range. Is it available for lots of people or just specific types? Different genders, different sizes. Collecting information on customers is called market research. If you know who your customers are, you can figure out what they like and alter your product and your marketing technique to reach them. Getting your product out there. People need to know about the products you have to offer. Literally know the products exist and also a bit about them. Advertising is helpful to inform people about the product and business and get potential customers while keeping the original ones. You want to change it enough to attract people, but not to lose the ones you already have or change from your original aim. It's also helpful to showcase any improvements to the product. What is market research used for? 1. Knowing who you're selling your products to and who you're competing against. 2. What are your customers' wants and needs, and how do you apply that to your product? 3. How are their preferences changing over time? Is there a pattern that you can use to your advantage? For example, in summer, do people tend to wear lighter clothes? And in winter, do they wear heavier ones? Can you swatch your products to match that and therefore get more sales? 4. Making decisions on what products to sell or changes to your business. 5. Finding where customers' needs aren't being met and creating a business that fulfills those needs. If you know people want something and there's no business already fulfilling that want, then that's a great place for you to fill in that gap. 6. Seeing feedback on existing products. How have people reacted on things they've seen in the past? Primary research is getting research yourself. You can do this by sending questionnaires, going on interviews, focus groups, trialing and asking questions. Focus groups are a group of people who are asked about what they think of a certain product. They're good to get a general idea of what everyone thinks. Trialing is to give it out to a certain group of people first before making it public to a wider audience. This can help to see how people will respond to it before making any huge commitments. Questionnaires can have a downside that people don't usually answer them, and interviews can be expensive depending on whether you do it in real life or online. You can impact the costs by choosing large samples or small samples. Large samples are when you have a large group of people that you're asking questions or interviews, etc. These are way more accurate than small samples, but they can be really expensive. Also, online or in person. Talking to someone over a phone is much easier than having to meet in person. A positive of primary research is that it's new, relevant, and specific to you and your customers. Negatives of primary research is that it's expensive and takes a lot of time. Secondary research is when you look or use other people's work to predict what could happen. It has a wide range of data and you can look at the whole market. You can search websites, newspapers, or even your internal data. It takes very little time and it's really easily found. However, it's not always relevant to you and could be quite old. Quantitative versus qualitative. Quantitative data is anything that you can measure or turn into a number. For example, how many phones have you sold? Qualitative is people's opinions and feelings. They can be hard to compare, but they give more details and can be more useful. For example, what did you think of the phone? Choosing the right research method for you. Your research method needs to work for you and your business. It must be appropriate and use a sustainable source. You have to consider the time and money it will take to do this research. If you're a small business, then maybe large samples aren't for you. Are you going to choose primary or secondary research? Questionnaires, interviews, sample groups, etc. Here are some keywords. Firstly, market shares. These are the amount of sales in a market controlled by the company, and market size. These are the number of people and companies in the market, which could be buyers or sellers. They can also mean the total value of products in the market. Market data is collected by market research. Knowing the market share of you and your competitors' products can help see when changes are necessary to take sales. Market data can also be used to find out about changes in the market, trends and buying patterns, which can all help with making decisions on the product and marketing. Market data to make decisions. Demand can change based on factors such as money and profit. Market data helps spot trends, predict changes, and act on them. Market data can also help to stay up to date on the trends and latest products. And it can help a business to see the effects of its current marketing and changes. Market segmentation. You can use market segmentation to find out who is more likely to buy your products. Segmentation are when people are separated into different groups. Knowing these can help you identify your target market. And now you can adapt your product or customize your marketing so that it reaches your target audience. A couple methods of market segmentation. You can split groups of people by their characteristics, such as their age, which impacts what products they use. For example, maybe a 2-year-old might use more toys, whilst a 13-year-old might need a laptop. Gender, for example, like perfumes or apps. Income, how much money they have can impact how much they're willing to spend. And location, wherever you are, the weather is different, which can impact if you're having a fashion brand. It also impacts the trends and culture of the people. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something new. Thank you, bye!